Guys, look. It's my drawing of a dog. Whenever I feel like I need a break from schoolwork, I try to do things like play piano and draw. And so I've been practicing drawing dogs lately. And this is today's dog drawing. And I've been doing this as part of my journey with Skillshare, who is the sponsor of today's video. I realized I never showed you guys my drawings before, even though I've been practicing my drawings as part of my Skillshare journey. If you're interested in things like illustration, design, or acquiring any creative skill, you can use Skillshare to take a class and become more proficient in it. The class I'm taking in particular is this one, Drawing Basics with Jamie Boots. And if you're interested in taking classes like the one I'm taking, you can sign up using the link below, and the first 500 people will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. I just want to say a really big thank you to Skillshare because they sponsored 3 videos on my channel so far, so I'm really grateful that they've continued to put their trust in me as a creator. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'm being blinded by the sun. And the transition of the audience. Today's lunch is a little bit sad. I finished doing all my readings for tomorrow, and I wanted to share something that I read for my CC class. Right now, we're doing a unit on social movements, and we read a speech called The Nation's Problem by Frederick Douglass. And he has a lot of arguments in here that I found so surprising, so unintuitive, but also so prescient. So I wanted to share some of what he says. So when we think about social movements, we usually think that, oh, union or unity is a good thing. Frederick Douglass says actually that there are times and places when separation and division are better than union, when to stand apart is wiser than standing together. So when I first read that, I was like, what? How does that make any sense? And he says, if you group a bunch of people together, you allow them to be taken out in one fell swoop by the enemy. So he says that we should distribute ourselves among the people, build our houses, where if they take fire, other houses will be in danger. Common dangers will create common safeguards. He's saying that we need to unite our interests with the interests of everybody in the nation and not as a separate interest, so that when we are injured, everyone else around us is also injured. And that's what he means by common dangers will create common safeguards. At face value, it seems to suggest logic of, oh, if I go down, you also go down. But I think that goes hand in hand with a, if I win, you win. And then he says that also, there are times and places when separation and division are better than union, when to stand apart is wiser than standing together. There are buildings which will hold a few, but which will break down under the weight of a crowd. The ice of the river may be strong enough to bear a man, but would break through under the weight of an elephant. He suggests here that numbers aren't always better. Sometimes it's better to have one person execute something because they have more agility. Like a mouse can crawl in an air duct, but an elephant can't. Sometimes nimbleness is better than numbers. Okay, I'm on my way to go to Chef Mike's to get a sandwich, and then I'm gonna go meet my friend Nayan to go hang out with Bun Bun today. Okay, going to last class of the day, my hermeneutics class, and then I'm getting dinner with my friend Leo afterwards. Hi, can I have chicken, please? Thank you. Okay, I just got my food from Fact Shack, and we were supposed to eat dinner together like a long week, but he was too hungry. My binder is getting so full already again, so I'm emptying it to another binder. We're not even at midterms yet. I've already gone through this many binders for this semester. Usually what I do is I have my main binder. I keep a lot of stuff in the pockets, right? And I like to keep these here in my main binder, and then I will just move things that I don't need anymore into my backup binders, I guess. I'd say I have around like 100 to 200 pages of reading every day. On Mondays, I have 100 pages of reading due for one class. Tuesday, I have 100 pages of reading due for one class. On Wednesday, I have 2 classes that require like 100-page readings, so that's like 200 on that day. Whenever I started reading, I'm like, oh my god, am I going to be able to finish this? And then it takes a long time. I would say that on Sundays, I'm probably reading for like 5 hours, and then Monday and Tuesday night is reading for like 3 to 4 hours. Okay, just finished class, and now I'm headed to lunch with my friend Ethan. And like 6 hours last night. Yeah, buffalo? Chili chicken.
I've not wanted to know anyone like I want to know who's been. When you do see me defeated, please love me in spite of it. There has been no one I've trusted with the simple sides of me. Girl who only wants to see you, that is all I really need.
It's raining now. I sort of panicked earlier because when I was trying to print out the handouts, they wouldn't print. And so I called IT and I was like, why is my printing account not working? What do I need to do? And then as I'm calling them, they're like, I don't know what the problem is. And then the printer finally starts printing after like 5 minutes. I don't know what was wrong with it, but I was starting to freak out because my professor asked me if I wanted him to print the handouts for me. And I said, no, it's okay, I'll just print them. So I was like, oh my god, I should have just let him print them for me. But then, thank god it worked. Just another reason why you should do things earlier rather than later.
What are you gonna say? What you? This is. Shit.
My salad looks so sad.
They're playing Doja Cat.
This is Doja?
Oh man, I can be a boy. Oh man, I can be a boy.
Oh my god, guys. Okay. I need to go be downtown. I'm not downtown, but at the Met Opera within 30 minutes. I came back home to change and drop off my stuff. But I actually need to be there in 15 minutes because I was supposed to meet with my class beforehand. But looks like that's not gonna happen. I'm just gonna make it in time for the actual show because I spent too long at dinner with my friends. And it's rainy, so it makes this a little bit more difficult. Got my ticket. Changed my rain boots. I was wearing my sneakers earlier and now they're soaked through. Okay, this. Now time for Puccini's level.
Family circle all the way up top, take the elevator or the stairs all the way up.
See what? You have 6 stairs.
Okay, I just got back home from the opera. I think there were some really great moments, but I've listened to Puccini's Madame Butterfly before, and I think I like Madame Butterfly better than La Boheme. I don't know if that's a hot take though. Maybe the opera community is going to take offense at that. Sorry about the sirens, guys. I'm going to volleyball. Class is at 11, and so it's like my latest class, but somehow this is the one class that I feel like I'm always almost late to. I don't know why that is, but yeah. Let's go. Volleyball was so fun today. Not that many people showed up, so we got to play a lot more than usual. And yeah, now I'm excited for lunch with my friend Valentine. So excited for my buffalo chicken wrap.
I woke up Thursday. No, I told you about this because like Fashion Connect. Her name is Shadi. Yeah, spelled Shadi.
I'm going to John Jay for dinner with my friends, and this is pretty rare because we never go to John Jay. But my friend did not want to go to Hewitt today, so John Jay it is. No seats. This is a new hoodie? Yeah. Today we were at John Jay. I don't think I filmed a segment here at all this year. Yeah. What's so funny?
You're the one who wanted to go to John Jay.
Okay, Noah and I just came back from H Mart, and Noah lives in the same dorm as the cat, Bunny, so we're gonna go pet Bunny. Okay, we couldn't find the cat, so Noah's gonna cook a second dinner. Pasta? Yep. Yeah, and I'm gonna do my homework while I'm waiting. This is my favorite protein bar. Sorry, upside down. This is my favorite protein bar. This is not sponsored, but these taste really good. My favorite flavor is the mint one, but they don't have the mint one, so this is the one I'm eating. And then I got this from my roommate, because sometimes he forgets to eat, so I'll get him like protein bars so that he eats something at least, you know? But this for me is like dessert. And I don't know if this is that healthy, honestly, but it feels healthy. I'm gonna do some reading. No, wait. I have a long 15-page paper due. So I want to
This is so nice having someone here.
while you're cooking.
Normally I'm always like cooking alone.
I am grey, still on the page, oh color me in. Just an outline, sketchy but fine, oh color me
You
in.
mean feedback?
Yeah.
It smells
If
good.
green is chasing the hills over miles, if blue is pursuing the sky, see if the red of your heart doesn't mind where you begin to color me in.
I just spent the whole night working on an outline for my paper, and I'm taking 2 grad seminars this semester, and each of them has a 15-page paper due at the end of the semester, and I am deciding to write a joint paper for both of them, and my teachers both said it was okay, so I'm not like cheating or anything. I think teachers are always trying to find ways to make sure that what you're writing for that class aligns with your greater academic trajectory. So my teachers were both happy to let me just write one paper for both classes. It's not even midterms yet, but I'm trying to get ahead on this and meet with my professors so that I can get their feedback. I'm meeting with one of my professors tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. over Zoom to get some feedback on my ideas. So yeah, I've just been doing this all night. It's been actually pretty fun. I reread some old things that I've read for other classes. When I was taking a class on Freud, I read Freud's essay on the uncanny, and I'm bringing that into this essay. So I reread Freud's essay on the uncanny, and it was very, very interesting. I think as I get older, I realize that when you encounter a good work of writing, you can never read it too many times. Every time you read it, you will actually learn something new, or maybe dispose of a thought you previously had about that piece of writing. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to focus on this right now, so I don't want to talk too much about it. Otherwise, I'll get distracted. Trying to do my work early so that I can help my future self. Okay, so our building doesn't have a common room, and Eric is sleeping because it's 8:30 a.m. And so I'm gonna go to the dorm next door and go to their common room to take my meeting. My professor was supposed to send me a Zoom link, but she hasn't yet, so I'm gonna email her. Okay, I just finished the meeting. My teacher said I might be too ambitious for this paper. She said my proposal of what I'm going to write about is more like PhD thesis length and not 15-page paper length, but I think I can do it in 15 pages. So I told her I'm going to try to do it anyways. And it's also, I'm doing this paper for 2 classes, so I should, contribute 2 classes worth of work to it, even though I'm submitting the same paper for 2 classes. I don't mind doing the extra work, and I'm just really interested in this idea.
Usually ask
So already my desk is a little bit messy, but I was just working on my essay for my music humanities class. Our teacher just said write about any piece of music and make an argument about it. So I decided to do one of Debussy's pieces called Pagode, and this piece is part of a collection called Enstamp, which translates to engraving, but in my essay I argue that Enstamp should be translated as sketch, because Pagode is a composition that Debussy wrote after the 1889 Paris World Exhibition, where he was exposed to a lot of different music from around the world, one of which being the Javanese gamelan. And so this composition was based off of his experience hearing Javanese gamelan for the first time. Good morning, today is Saturday, and I'm going to my professor's presentation. I'm like honestly really tired right now, but I know it makes my professor really happy when people go to his presentation, so I woke up early to go.
This is the arc, kind of the civilizational arc from Indonesia, and we've done all these texts.
A real one? Yeah. I love those. Those are my favorite. Oh wait, I'll get it. Want one too?
Yes, please. Thank you. I love those.
Those are my favorite. Got Noah at HHH. You got the classic ginger white fish, egg drop soup. I think this is not a lunch special, so I didn't get soup today, unfortunately. But it's really, really good. Okay guys, I'm on my way to see my friend now. I went to middle school with her, and she's basically my only friend that I still have from middle school actually, and she's visiting New York. She's visiting another one of her friends at Columbia. She asked me if I had time to hang out, and I said yes, I have some time today, so we're going to hang out for a little bit. I think we're gonna go walk down Riverside. No, I introduced you as one of my oldest friends.
Okay.
I already did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, we just finished going on a walk, and Olivia brought her dog here. So she dropped off the dog at the groomer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I needed a babysitter for him last minute, so I just took him to the groomer.
And so now we're gonna pick up her dog, I guess.
Oh my god.
How many blocks away?
Like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 6.
Which street? Let's pull up
I
the
don't know,
address.
bro.
I don't trust your cow.
Q grooming. What do you think Q stands for? QAnon?
Bro.
Like Q.
Why are you so crazy?
107th Street.
That's it?
Yes.
Oh. He looks so marshmallow. Oh, he misses you. Bro, she's gonna open the door.
Hi, thank you. Hi. Okay. Great, thank you.
So, I said, you got something like this?
What?
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
this.
I
So
do.
once the hair doesn't goes through on the see, he's not married because he got a lot of hairs inside.
Thank you so
couldn't see outside. Probably you're just
Yeah,
brushing outside,
yeah.
but this one doesn't go through.
Okay.
And she was like crying like.
He has attachment issues.
He's crying because I was like trying to brush everything, and it's painful. Hello.
Aww.
If it doesn't go through with this,
smells
it's matted.
so
Okay?
good.
This is matted. Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, can you fill this up for us?
Yeah.
Okay, so the matter management is $20. Okay.
Okay.
So the total is $135.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, bro.
Oh my goodness, hello.
Still got balls, that's why. This little boy.
You didn't neuter him?
Not yet.
Oh my.
The boss was like, okay, you got like ding dong, ding dong.
Finally home. I'm showered and I'm ready for bed. I'm so glad that I got to see my friend Olivia. When you have friends who know you from childhood, it's really, really different than friends that you make in college. Obviously, I love my college friends so much, but when someone has seen you through so many different stages of life, you have a different kind of friendship with them. So I'm really glad that I have Olivia as one of my childhood friends. And our friendship's really weird. She's... I don't think she'll get mad when I say this, but she's like kind of chaotic and I'm way more organized. Somehow we're both pretty type A, I think, so we get along well. There's an order to her chaos. She's very on top of her work. I appreciate that she's, like more whimsical and spontaneous. And whenever I hang out with her, I'm reminded that like I should have more room for spontaneity in my life. I live a very, very structured life. I eat lunch every day at 12, dinner every day at 6. Whenever I'm trying to schedule meals with my friends, if they're like, oh, can we eat at 1 instead? I'm like, no, I can't eat at 1. I need to eat at 12, lunch every day, 6 p.m. dinner every day. So one of my friends, when she watched my videos, was like, wow, you live a very, very structured life. I didn't realize how structured your life is. But it is. I feel like I need to schedule my life around my meals and things like that. I don't understand people who are like, I forget to eat sometimes, because that never happens to me. I'm always like, 12 o'clock is lunchtime. Of course. When else would lunchtime be? But yeah, I think that's all I have to say for this week. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Here at Hewitt, early dinner with Lon. Yep. It's so early that the sun is still outside. So it's so nice. We didn't sit in like the best spot, but like
That's the best part.
is it? I guess you get
For the sun.
blinded. Yeah.
Maybe next time. We can move halfway through our meal.
Just chase us on like a cat.